What's up, YouTube? So I went to the 3D showing of X-Men Days of Future Past last night, and let me tell you, I had no expectations walking into this film, but because I thought the film was going to be terrible, and this film is really fucking good. My God, there's gonna be spoilers for the record, but right off the bat and say that I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. What's so remarkable about this film is that, and the reason why I gave it 8 out of 10 is that this film, it doesn't really feel like a sequel to me. It feels like a cleansing process. Like Bryan Singer walked in onto the set of this movie and was like, holy fuck, X-Men 3 was terrible, X-Men Origins and the Wolverine, these were just super weak fucking movies, so weak. I need to make a film that, if like he had a discussion about, holy fuck, how can we get the X-Men franchise back on track within a movie. And this is that movie. This movie feels like a big giant setup, you know, for a much greater film. X-Men Apocalypse. that played a lot into why I gave this film an 8 out of 10. You know, it just seems like it seems like this film only exists to correct the mistakes that have substantially been made since X-Men 2. That's not to say that this film is not awesome, because it is, despite my 8 out of 10 rating. But it's still a really great film. I mean, just the action, it's just an exciting film. It starts immediately. You're immediately dropped into the drama and the action of this film. I felt like the tone of the movie was consistent throughout. I love the way that he handled, like, showing the 1970s. Like, that was just the way he did it visually was just so dope. It worked perfectly. I thought that every character had their due. But I must say, though, for God's sakes, Storm, still to this day, Storm still feels so underused. I mean, I love Ellen Page. I would just... The things I would do to Ellen Page, let me tell you. Really enjoyed it. I really loved that one guy, Peter Dinklage. That dude was awesome. Like, he was, I mean, he may be a little man, but that don't mean shit, alright? That dude was, like, I believed him as this villain. Like, I thought he did a fantastic job. God, Jennifer Lawrence, you know, in X-Men First Class, I didn't really buy fully Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. It's just something about her physicality didn't work for me in that film, and something about her acting as Mystique, just something about her as Mystique in First Class didn't totally get me. But in this film, Jennifer Lawrence is Mystique. Like, she was great as Mystique. Some of the menacing facial expressions she gave, and just the physicality she's got as Mystique in this one. Like, I'm glad that she's Mystique now. Very much so, because I think she's a great actress, and she's a tasty looking woman. Rogue was, surprisingly, Rogue was in the film. You know, I mean, she wasn't in the film, you know, in like a really great, substantial, but her moment, everybody has a great moment, you know, in this film, despite the fact that I still feel like Storm is still criminally underused. Like, what the fuck? But other than that, I feel like everybody was used really well in this film, which is surprising because there's such a shitstorm of characters in this movie. And I really dug the look of the Sentinels. Actually, before seeing this film, I was really skeptical about the Sentinels, but the Sentinels were actually pretty cool looking, and really kind of like, they have like a freaky presence to them. I really dug it. Kitty Pryde can send someone's consciousness back in time. I didn't know. Okay. The way they handled the time traveling element in this film was really well done, I felt. I mean, nothing ever felt incoherent, or like, wait, what? Or like plot hole-ish. Like, I thought the time travel element of the film was done really well. Fantastic emotional moments, like when Magneto freaked out on Xavier on the plane. I was like, yo, Magneto just put you in check, son. Man, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, God, I love those motherfuckers. They are fantastic in their roles. Dude, Magneto, when he brought that football stadium to the that was such an ingenious idea. Where the fuck did that idea come from? By the way, I totally didn't buy, you know, the older Magneto when that wave of debris of metal was coming at him, and like that one shard of metal like hits the older Magneto in the stomach. You know, and he's like dying from that, you know. I totally didn't buy that. How in the fuck does Magneto, the motherfucker who can control any kind of metal, who's been a master at controlling metal his whole fucking life, who's lifted a football stadium, how in the fuck did this motherfucker just accidentally let one metal shard slip by and stab him in his stomach? I mean, that's kind of nitpicky maybe, but I thought that was totally unbelievable. Oh, Quicksilver. Let's talk about Quicksilver. Because outside of the film, Quicksilver looks stupid as fuck. But I think they pulled off Quicksilver well. I think he was one of the highlights of the film, really. Quicksilver was awesome in this movie. His look, even though it's ridiculous, it fits the context of the 70s and the story. So it worked. And I thought, and that one scene with Quicksilver, you know what I'm talking about, was awesome. Just awesome. And I loved how the action scenes felt so well thought out this time, and the execution of each mutant using their powers felt very well thought out. Like that one chick who could throw up portals. Like, whoever thought about those action sequences with her, that shit was just absolutely brilliant. I think her name was Blink, but Blink was doing some mad crazy shit, yo. Like, whoa. That shit was pretty fucking cool. Hugh Jackman, the body on this man. Hugh Jackman, Jesus fucking Christ. Fuck. What a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. I really love this film. I'm feeling a very strong 8 out of 10. It was exciting. There were some great comedic moments. It didn't feel messy or incoherent. I mean, this is the best X-Men film they have ever made by far. But again, I can't give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10 because the whole movie felt like a cleansing process. This movie felt like Bryan Singer like wrote a list of ways to make up for all the bullshit that's been happening in the X-Men franchise since X2, and like when he was done with that list, he was like, you know what? Translate this list into a movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, I love the film. What did you think of the film? Let me know down below. I'm about to get out of here. Oh my God! The end credit sequence with Apocalypse, motherfucker, please. I am a big fan of Apocalypse, and that scene, literally, I was like, oh, yeah. I love that shit. X-Men Apocalypse is going to be some seriously crazy shit, and I can't believe I'm saying that. I can't wait to see it. Okay, I need to go eat something.